In a dramatic maritime showdown drawing global attention, Israel's Navy has intercepted nearly every vessel from a flotilla attempting to breach its naval blockade of Gaza. The operation unfolded overnight in international waters, where Israeli commandos, supported by drones and radar surveillance, moved swiftly to halt what officials called a provocative and dangerous stunt. The flotilla, named the Global Sumu Convoy, consisted of roughly 40 small vessels carrying around 450 activists, lawmakers, and humanitarians from over 20 nations. They claimed to be delivering food, medicine, and baby formula to Gaza, hoping to break the long-standing blockade and spark worldwide pressure on Israel. Among those reportedly aboard were U.S. citizens, European parliamentarians, and Swedish climate activist Greta Thunberg. Israeli defense sources said the ships ignored repeated warnings and were stopped peacefully about 40 miles from shore. The Navy boarded the boats using non-lethal tactics, seizing control in under an hour. Officials later confirmed no serious injuries, calling the mission precise, lawful, and restrained. Detainees were escorted to the port of Asht for security processing and deportation. Flotilla organizers, however, denounced the interception as piracy in international waters. In a social media statement, they accused Israel of silencing humanitarian voices and preventing vital aid from reaching civilians trapped by war. Activists streamed fragments of the encounter before communications were jammed, showing dark waves, flashing lights, and massed troops shouting commands as engines roared. The U.S. State Department said it was monitoring reports of American citizens detained in Israel, urging restraint on all sides. Human rights groups have demanded an independent investigation, while supporters rallied in Washington, New York, and Los Angeles, holding banners reading "Let Gaza Live." Across Europe, protests erupted from Istanbul to Berlin and Madrid, echoing outrage last seen during earlier flotilla confrontations. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu praised his forces, insisting that the blockade is vital to prevent weapons smuggling by Hamas. No country, he said, would allow arms shipments to its enemies by sea. For many Americans, the standoff underscores a growing moral dilemma, balancing Israel's security with Palestinian suffering. Cable networks carried live feeds through the night, turning the Mediterranean into a theater of global politics and conscience. Whether this flotilla ends as a fleeting act of defiance or a catalyst for renewed debate, one fact is clear: the waves between Israel and Gaza remain turbulent, and the world is still watching.